Chapter 11, the Civil War. This is the overview of the Civil War. The question is, how do people, places, things affect the outcome of the Civil War? Note-taking study guide, page 187. We'll go over the people first. The important people, Lincoln. How did Abraham Lincoln affect the Civil War? His main goal was to restore the Union, but he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, and this changed the Civil War to a struggle for freedom and for freedom for the slaves, and it dashed the hopes of Britain would help the South. So, two important results of the Emancipation Proclamation. Ulysses S. Grant, his attacks on the West led the Union control of the Mississippi and splitting the South into two, and he became the Union's Army's top commander. African Americans also affected the Civil War. They were soldiers, cooks, wagon drivers, hospital aides, and served in the Navy and the Army. And women also affected. They participated, they disguised themselves as men to join the Army, served as spies, worked in factories, operating in farms and businesses. There are a number of important places. Border states were important, and this affected the outcome. Most of the border states joined the Union, and this helped the Union control these states. It helped the Union win the war, eventually. The First Battle of Bull Run established the war would not end quickly. The battle was extremely bloody. Many people, thousands of people died, and it kind of shattered the hopes that this would be a short, decisive war. Shiloh helped the Union control western Tennessee, key supply routes into the west, so the Union Army controlled that. Antietam was the bloodiest day of the Civil War. Gettysburg, it stopped the Confederate advance into the Northern Territory. Vicksburg led to the Union control of the entire Mississippi. And the battles in Northern Virginia and Petersburg led to two things: Grant trapped Lee's army, and the second thing is it led to the surrender of Palmetto Courthouse. Things were also important in the Civil War. Railroads, particularly. The North had more miles of railroad track than the South, so they were able to move troops and supplies very quickly. Manufacturing, they had much greater than the South, almost quadruple the amount of factory capability. Also, there's a couple new technologies, new rifles, cannons, more accurate, longer range, faster to reload, and so that meant there was more death and destruction because of that. And then ironclads also protected from cannon fire. They were used against the Union naval blockade, but it also helped the Union gain control of the Mississippi. There's a number of economic challenges. In the North, Congress levied the first income tax, increased currency supply led to inflation, higher prices. In the South, there were soaring costs and food shortages.